Hi, my name is Nachi, and I would like to welcome you to the Customs Modernization Phase 2A seminar. In this presentation, we will be showing you about the new changes which are happening in Phase 2A. We are very excited about these changes as we see real value being given to the clearing and forwarding agents during this phase. No longer will you need to submit your documents manually. Now, using the Compu-Scan module, you will be able to submit all of your supporting documents electronically to Customs. At Compu-Clearing, we are gearing for the future. We take great pleasure in inviting you to the seminar on Customs Modernization Changes, Phase 2A. In Phase 2A of the Customs Modernization, we'll be showing you Compu-Scan, which is a module for the scanning of supporting documents to SARS and then the submitting of them electronically. We will also talk about the changes to Code List 18, the acknowledgement indicators. There are some new EDI customs response codes which we will cover, as well as the new CPC codes which are coming out in Phase 2A. The Compu-Scan module is a cloud-based module which is accessible through any web browser with just a basic internet connection. Some of the technologies which we have incorporated are Java, Adobe, and IBM System I. The SARS Easy Scan module can be accessed either via CompuSend or through a standalone desktop application. The Compu-Scan module allows you to send your documents to SARS. You will be able to upload the different documents which SARS required and submit these selected files through to SARS as required. What I will now do is go through the basic process flow of how a document will be scanned and submitted through to Customs. There will be a document in hard copy. The first step will be to use your scanner to scan it into a soft digital copy. As a further value-added service to our customers, Compu-Clearing has sourced scanners and will be providing these to customers if required. Once this document has been scanned into a soft copy, you could then convert it into the special Customs PDF format via the SARS Easy Scan program. Alternatively, if you already have the document in a soft copy, you will be able to skip the scanning process and just go straight to the conversion process where you convert the soft copy into the required Customs PDF format. Once the document is in the required Customs format, you will then be able to save it as a PDF on your PC and submit it electronically through to Customs. You will then wait until you receive a confirmation that Customs has received and accepted your document. Compu-Scan should save you time, fuel, and staffing resources. No longer will your drivers need to manually take their documents into Customs. Rather, you'll be able to submit these electronically. A further value-added benefit of the Compu-Scan module is that you'll now be able to store locally all of these electronic documents. There are also some changes to Code List 18 acknowledgement indicators. If an entry receives a Code 26 response for Customs, which means that Customs is imposing a penalty, one of the above indicators must then be sent. 1. That the penalty has been accepted. 2. If it has been conditionally accepted, with dispute, but agree on the duties and taxes, but not on the penalties. 3. Conditionally accepted, with dispute, but requires release, sureties to be lodged. Or 4. Where it's been rejected, abandoned goods. There are also some changes to Code List 14, the new Customs response codes. There is now a Code 26, Amendment Notification, Inspection Report. 27, amendment granted. 28, cancellation granted. 29. Replacement granted. This implies a release on a replacement VOC. 31. Information message to client. And 32. Goods seized. There are also some new CPC codes which are coming out in Phase 2A. To make it easier, we have combined the new and the old codes. So you can see, for example, that the old warehouse code, WE, has now been replaced with the new CPC code, the E4237, for clearance of BLNS goods into a custom warehouse for subsequent exportation from the Republic, previously cleared for temporary admission into the RSA. So too with all of the other codes. Not only are we giving you the new combined CPC code, but again, for ease of use, we have shown the old purpose code. Phase 2B is coming soon. In Phase 2B, there will be new payment codes and methods. There will also be the option to capture your preference codes, not only at header level, but also at line level. Code list 30 will be coming out for insufficient funds. EasyDoc will also incorporate a security encoded customs release with a barcode. New harmonized tariff structure and new CPC codes will be coming out. And finally, there will be changes to the agent deferment account numbers. More information will be made available upon the completion of Phase 2A. And now, we're going to dive right in and see the program working live. The Compu-Scan module can be accessed through your web browser at www.ccloud.co.za. Once you access the ccloud website, you will see it will ask you for your agent code. I will be using agent code NewTES to access the C-Scan module. What you'll also notice is we have added an icon over here. Should you need a scanner, you can click on the Need a Scanner and Compu-Clearing will be able to provide you with a high quality scanner to allow you to scan your documents into the system. Once you have typed your agent code in, you then click Submit. This will now connect you to the second screen in the sign-in process, where you'll be prompted to put in your user code and password. You will now be authenticated and linked live to the C-Cloud system. Under Clearing, in Customs, you'll see we have two options, one for the scanning of documents, the second for the submitting of these documents to Customs. Should Java not be installed on your computer, your browser will automatically prompt you to download it. The EasyScan program has now been installed upon my computer. When I am ready to scan my supporting document in, I simply scroll to the bottom and click Begin Scan. This now opens the SARS EasyScan program. So long as one scanner works together with Microsoft Windows, the SARS EasyScan program will pick up your scanner. I am now going to click Begin Scan. The first question that the program asks is, what kind of a document is this? Is it an import or an export document? In this case, I will be uploading an import certificate of origin. So I select Import Euro 1 certificate. I can also choose if I'd like to scan in black and white or color, or portrait and landscape. I now click on OK. The program now asks me where I would like to save the document to. I will be saving it onto my desktop, and since it is a certificate of origin, I'm going to call it COO. The program now prompts me to select my scanner. If your scanner is installed, it will appear in this list and you'll be able to select it. This will then trigger the scanning process. We can now upload our document to Customs. Should we already have the document in an electronic format, we'll be able to leave out the Begin Scan process and jump directly to the Upload Document. When I click Upload Document, the following screen comes up. This screen allows me to click on Browse, which allows me then to go through my computer and browse it to find the correct document to send to customs. The program now asks me, is it an import or an export document? I select Import and I'm clicking OK. It now asks me to specify exactly which document it is that I will be sending to customs. I will be sending an import Euro 1 certificate. Finally, the program directs me to show it where on my computer is it stored. I have saved it on my desktop as a certificate of origin. I now select my file and click OK. The program now prompts me and asks me where I would like to save this document which I've now converted into the customs required format. Again, I'm going to save this on my desktop. As we can see, the program is now converting the document into the correct format. We can see under status what the status of the file is, and we can also see how big the original size is and the converted size. The reason is that Customs has used a program here to reduce the size and ensure that your documents which you're sending through are as small as possible. Now that we have converted the document, we can now transmit it to Customs. Our document is now ready to be sent to Customs. To do this, I go to Clearing, Customs, and Send Document to SARS. The first question it asks me is what is the unique number of the entry that I need to send these supporting documents for. Please note that the program will only work if you have received a code 13 against this entry. I am going to put in my unique number, being 8035-4553, and then click on OK. The program now accesses the AS400 and picks up the file's information. We can see that this file was sent through Customs Office, Johannesburg International Airport. We can see that the file number on the AS400. We can see the transport code, if it was air, sea, road or rail. And we can see the date and time that that bill of entry was sent to Custom. Finally, it also shows us who is the importer in this case. The case number that Customs has given us is also displayed on the screen. All of this information is to assist you to ensure that you are uploading the correct supporting document against the correct file. After you have verified that you have brought the unique number and are looking at the correct file which needs these documents, you can then click on Confirm. This will now open that file and make it ready for the sending of these documents. The first field asks us for a file description. Since we will be sending a Euro 1 import certificate to Customs, I select that from the drop-down menu. Then it asks us for a document which we upload. By selecting this, it brings up a program where I can browse my computer to find the correct document. Here is our certificate of origin. I select it and click Open. Once my document has been selected, I can now say Add File. We can now see that the document has been added to our uploaded document section. The reason for this is that instead of having to upload one document against a file and then send it, and then upload another document and send that, what you can do is you can upload all of your documents one after another, and then only once all of the required documents have been uploaded onto the system, you can simply come to the checkboxes and select the documents which you would like to send to Customs. Once you have selected the document, you can then click on the Submit Selected Files to SARS. This will trigger the sending of this document. As you will notice, we will be constantly updated with the status of the sending of this file. You can now see that the status has changed to Started Sending. We will now look how the Compu-Scan module links together with the IBM Systems Eye. Since we are dealing with a C-frame import, I select number 2 from the main menu. In order to access the screen where you'll see about the documents, we go to the EDI response inquiry screen, option 35. We can do a search on the screen either by dates or customs office. I am going to use the unique number to access this case file from there. Now that I've typed in the unique number, I press enter. We can see the details of this file displaying on this line. In order to select it, I ensure that my select box is selected and I put an X. I now hit enter. We can already see that it's received a code 13 and that we need to supply supporting documents for this transaction. In order to see more information about this message, I now select F8. And we can see that on this document, we sent through a file to customs, and customs accepted this document. All documents which we upload using the program will be displayed against the file in this way. It will also tell us the file, the size, the type of document which has been uploaded, and also the status from customs, if it accepted, rejected, or perhaps if there was an error in the transmission of this document. Our document is now at customs. Another value-added benefit that we see the system providing is that instead of the current 3 days which it takes for customs to be able to process these documents, with the new system, we are expecting much faster turnaround times. Thank you for joining us on this seminar. If you have any questions or require any further information, please do not hesitate to contact your account manager or our help desk. At Compu-Clearing, the customer is always king.